Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me again today. I hope you had a lovely weekend and you got to spend some time with your family and friends, and you're ready to start the next week. On my agenda, drakon renderer, as usual. And just to recap, last week I experimented with some new types to represent drakon icons that are also called words and letters. And I've experimented a little bit with representing those elements in terminal. The experiment was good. We didn't get far because the graphs quickly got quite complicated. And I don't want to spend too much time on rendering the terminals, the diagrams to the terminal. I would much prefer to take what we've learned with these new types back to the SVG rendering engine that I already have in place. Right, so having said that, let's switch back to the code view and let's do just that. We have these new types here, and I've PR'd them into the main branch. So for today, I'm not planning to touch the old main module. I'm just going to create a new one. Let's call it main new rendering. And the way I would like to approach this is by coming up with a type class, something like a show, but for rendering to SVG. So we don't want main.hs, we want main new rendering. Build, we can leave untouched, and run, I think we can leave those arguments untouched just like we did previously. Oh, sorry, I was just experimenting here. We can close this. Let's leave the new types. So and the new module let's import some of the selected types. Skewer block is new. Diagram block is new. So let's just import this new type diagram. Let's do this. I'm going to leave this we don't need. I'm going to leave this type. And I recognize that these types will probably also further change in the future as I go through fully breaking down the drakon white paper and all of its terms. But for now, I just want to experiment with the drakon way of laying out the diagram elements. as opposed to my own way of laying out elements, like the balanced paths and treating the graph like a regular tree. So we need these two types for sure, and we don't necessarily need these two instances. And just to make things simpler, let's remove skewer blocks. Let's only leave terminators. So I think this should work. Wait. Okay. Sure. It makes sense for now, but we're going to add skewer blocks to this definition. All right. So now we have these types. What we also need is a type class that will act something like this. That will take anything for now, and which will return for now a string so that it builds. But ultimately, we want to return the same type as types produced by the diagrams library. So in our case, render all connections. Render all icons. It just returns a diagram B. Now it will probably complain about the modules that we need to import, but that is fine. I'm hoping that GHC will tell us what to do. Interesting. It does work with this. So I'm probably making some interesting mistake. Maybe I just returned the diagram. Okay, that makes sense. So for now, just for the terminator, let's implement a render function. That should work. Maybe just empty. Let's see this tadpole. So let's maybe make it a bit simpler. Let's start without a class type. Empty should work. What am I missing? Let's import everything. Okay. Where's the action shape? Oh, I think I was missing this. we don't need that. Here we needed the B type. I think it will be easier if I just comment all of this out so I don't get clashes. Oh, sorry. Clashes that aren't here because I'm not importing that type. Clashes are caused by this. So let's do sorry. Okay, that is much better. Oops. All right, this did work. So now let's try to render something. We want a title icon. A title shape. And title shape is what? Here. I wonder if we can show this. Now we have to do some imports. Let's add this to, oh, this is already done pretty well. So the format file scans through all Haskell files in the app directory. So we're safe. We can remove this. Round rect, where's this coming from? Diagrams prelude. Let's do one. Line width and this hash operator. I wonder what this is going to show to the terminal. Very thin. let's not worry about this. So the old renderer returned diagram B. Let's see the main. Render SVG. Yeah, perfect. And that SVG is generating the output to the path. The SVG output path and SVG options. Okay. We can work with this. So show won't work. And we'll need to leave the $sign. Now some imports. Now output path. This is coming as an option, and SVG options is what? Oh, we just imported. Oh, from the renderer. Okay. Oh, that is lovely. Yeah, this is something that I would probably prefer to hide. And SVG output path. This is, I believe, a string. And let's take a sneak peek. Here. We'll probably have to do some imports here. SVG attributes and definitions. I believe all of these are needed. SVG options. Yeah, I think all of this is needed. But let's go one by one in case we missed something. Now SVG attributes. Definitions. ID prefix. Size. We also import size. in the previous version. SVG options. V2, which is a constructor here. Type constructor or class V2. This is in Prelude, I believe. SVG. Let's add it here. And let's hope that the HLint is going to format everything. Here and empty. Where is empty? Data text. Let's fix Prelude first. And where's that empty? Data text internal. Line 30. ID prefix. No. That's fine. Sorry, it looks like I'm needed. I'll be back shortly. Right, I'm back. Let's refresh my memory. Data text empty. Line width. I think render SVG is not imported. No, it is. I think these need to be constants. Width and height. I hope this is it. Yeah. The type just had to be stated explicitly. All right. Quick format. And let's see if it works. A new file should appear here. And it does. It's binary, so we'll have to open it and say my browser. And sure enough, it is rounded rectangle. Right, so we are rendering a Terminator as of today, and probably it's a good time to wrap up this session. And during next sessions, I need to do two things. I need to start rendering more complex and nested drakon elements. And also, what I would love to do is to go through the white paper and create a mind map of all the terms that are introduced in the rules section of the white paper, because there's a lot of them. And I think definitely I could benefit from a mind map of all of these terms, but possibly somebody else could use the mind map as well as they are getting into drakon. However, I think this is good enough for today's session. I would like to thank you all for your attention and for the time you decided to spend with me today. And I wish you a fantastic week ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye.